It is a dark and creepy night. And these are pretty scary looking woods. But that's okay. You just gotta keep going. You just gotta be brave. Oh, and you also gotta be careful.
Wow, how did I end up here? I can't tell where to go.
Don't be afraid. It's just me, your friendly anchor from the Arlington Weekly News.
Why are you wearing that mask?
Well, tonight I'm portraying the mystery guy with the mask, and also the mad Nats fan.
What's the mystery?
No one knows if I'm good or bad.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
It's all right. You can trust me now. Just go away. Just go away. Well, we think we've got a great show for you tonight, and it's coming right up here, I think.
Has he gone?
He went that away.
Thank goodness I was having trouble resisting.
Oh, yeah. So how's that going for you?
Pretty good so far, but eating human flesh, it's a hard habit to break.
So I see. With a little trickle of blood there running down your mouth.
You can't stop all at once. I'm just trying to cut down for now.
Well, maybe while you're doing that, you can give us a social media reminder. That'll take your mind off things.
You can watch the Arlington Weekly News, Craig, on our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News. And yes, the number 1. Also on facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News. And you can hear us on 96.7 FM WERA. Thanks. I needed that.
Indeed you did. All right, here we go now with the first of our news items. The Westover Beer Garden at 5863 Washington Boulevard ran into a little trouble earlier this year when management tried to add to its outdoor seating. County use permits expressly forbid establishments from having more outdoor seats than they do indoor seats. By contrast, the Continental Beer Garden in Roslyn has just opened with many more outdoor seats by going through a site plan process and obtaining approval from the county board. The county board voted unanimously to hold a public hearing at its November meeting to determine whether or not to grant exceptions to establishments on a case-by-case basis. You know, I like a cold beer myself now and then. Danny.
I prefer a Bloody Mary or anybody who's handy.
I'm sure you do.
Well, anyway, the Arlington Central Library will begin some renovations for its first and second floors soon. And this is due in part to the generosity of the late Rosemary Bowie, who died in 2013, but left her home and half of her estate to the libraries between the sale of the home and the remaining estate. Ms. Bowie's contributions came to over $1 million, but the county board will vote on a possible construction project worth about $1.4 million at its next meeting.
And Daniel, also in our news items, Arlington County and the city of Alexandria have announced that they will be working together to improve their 911 systems. There is a MOU, a Memo of Understanding, in the works that will enable the two localities to establish an integrated system. Both entities would be able to answer each other's telephone calls and respond when one of them is unable to do so. How about that? That's a good idea.
Nice, scary woods you picked out here.
Well, it's not much, but it'll do for now. It's home. Hey, what's with the frog in the back?
It's time for our annual It's Creepy Being Green. Last Halloween, Joe Tree Frog conspired with me, Poison Ivy, to replace all the world's current tequila with a tasteless poison to save the endangered Mexican long-nosed bat, and lesser long-nosed bats from disappearing. The valuable blue agave, or Agave tequiliana, the only species used to produce tequila, is mainly pollinated by these endangered bats. As tequila demand soared, agave plantations kill the agave before they flower to make our booze, thus destroying the main nectar and pollen source of the endangered bats. The disappearance of one threatens the survival of the other, and at the center of the bats and agave story, people's craving for tequila creates demand that leads to corporate greed to meet supply. You can help save the endangered bats by drinking bat-friendly tequila. Seek out small batch producers with the bat-friendly certification that their plantations allow a portion of their blue agave to flower and be pollinated by bats. Or switch to mezcal, which comes from the wild and not cultivated plantations. Many experts believe that the birds and the bees work the day shift to pollinate the flowers that flourish in the sunlight. But once the sun sets, bats come out to take the night shift and begin their pollination work. Because of their extremely bad eyesight, bats are drawn to large flowers that open at night. Generally, these flowers are highly fragrant and white or pale colored to make them easier to locate at night. Some bats use echolocation to find nectar-rich flowers with a bell-shaped concave form in the dense growth of tropical rainforests. Because they work at night, bats don't get a lot of credit for their hard work. Plants that are Chiropterophilous is the fancy pants way of saying they are bat-pollinated, or the pollination of plants by bats is called Chiropterophily. In the U.S., bats are critical pollinators for flora of the American Southwest, such as the iconic saguaro cacti found in the Sonoran Desert, the Oregon pike cactus, and agave plants. Over 300 species of fruit depend on bats for pollination, including our favorite fruits, mangoes, bananas, peaches, and guavas. Bats almost exclusively pollinate wild bananas from Southeast Asia. So the next time you sip a margarita or enjoy a banana snack, thank our bat pollinators who play a substantial role in overall pollination efforts.
Very nice. Well, the bat was interesting.
That route took me in a circle.
Oh, well, never mind. Silly me. You should actually go that way. Yeah, good. Tourists.
Don't I know it? Let's hurry up and do CBB.
Right you are, and on we go with CBB. It all begins safely enough. Here's something for younger children, ages 3 to 5, a chance to learn all about owls. They'll discover the different kinds of owls, examine an owl pellet, and even try hooting it a little bit. Parents are invited to stay and watch, or those with younger siblings can visit the rest of the building during the program. Parents must remain on site, and a $5 registration fee is required. The presentation will take place Thursday, November 2, 1 to 2 in the afternoon at Gulf Branch Nature Center and Park, 3608 North Military Road, right here in Arlington. For more information, give them a call at 703-228-3403. It's a safe and pleasant way to spend an afternoon hour. After all, there will still be plenty of daylight, right? Right?
Well, how would you like to experience our local trails under the moon? There will be a November moon night hike for adults and brave children ages 6 and up. Just come to Fort C.F. Smith, where you can enjoy the walk, learn a new constellation, and meet nocturnal creatures. It all happens, Craig, on Friday, November the 3rd, 7 to 8 p.m. at the Gulf Branch Nature Center and Park, 3608 North Military Road in Arlington, Virginia. The cost is only $5, and registration is required. You can call 703-228-3403 for more information, but don't worry, it's all perfectly safe. You can trust me.
Trust you? On with our CDD file. Here's something for gamers, bored gamers, that is. And I don't mean gamers who are bored. Let me start over. Older kids and adults can come to the Cherrydale Branch Library and play the Guillotine game. It's actually a card game set to take place during the French Revolution. Players pretend to be rival guillotine operators and try to get the best collection of noble heads over the course of 3 rounds. The point value for each noble depends on their notoriety. At the beginning of each round, 12 nobles are lined up for the guillotine, but players can change the order of the lineup. Gruesome humor, perhaps, but hey, it's Halloween. The game will take place on Monday, October 30, from 6 to 7 in the evening at Cherrydale Branch Library, 2190 North Military Road, zip 22207. Daniel.
Well, here, Craig, here's something for high schoolers who may feel too old for trick-or-treating, but still want to get their spook on. It's called Nosferatu, a symphony of horror, and it's a silent cinema classic from 1922. It's so creepy that the screening will be placed in such a position that those who do not want to see scary vampire images will be spared. 9 years before Bela Lugosi and Dracula, there was Max Schreck, who appeared as the evil Nosferatu, also known as Count Orlok. The best part is that showing is not only free, but will take place every day through October the 31st, and the 72-minute film will run throughout the day. Just come to the Aurora Hills Branch Library. That's at 735 South 18th Street in Arlington during the library's normal hours of operation. You won't forget this one very easily.
Wait a minute. Wait.
I didn't hear anything.
It sounded like music to me.
I still didn't hear anything.
Try to concentrate.
Turn the other way, don't you know? It's got eyes in the back of its head. Spend a year in the dark because it's hard to find the light when the sun is a warm disease. Trampled and crumbling heat. Could lie in an ocean, could twist and could turn and come back salty stone. Still sense a presence, still feel the pressure on a tin rooftop quiet collision. Let's turn the other way, don't you know? It's got eyes in the back of its head. Spend a year in the dark because it's hard to find the light when the sun is a warm disease. Trampled and crumbling heat. Trampled and crumbling heat.
I heard it that time.
And it sounded like Camille Morrow performing her original song, Solitary. Thank you.
You've got a good ear.
Yes, and I intend to keep it. Both of them.
You don't have to tell me. That's why I'm eating these worms instead. Good music always makes me hungry.
I'm sure it does. Well, we better get on with it. Here's News for Seniors. You can chew on that. In this News for Seniors segment, here we go. Halloween stories for seniors might seem hard to find. After all, they've been around and seen a lot. So there's not that much that would scare them, except perhaps suffering a bad fall, like the one in our opening. Fortunately, the Central Library has a program to help reduce that risk. It's called Better Balance, and it's part of an ongoing series. There's one coming up on October 31, and another one on November 7, and a third one on November 14. You'll learn all about exercise, postures, good mind-enhancing activities that will help you improve your balance and strength. Time, 11:30 to 12:30 a.m. to p.m. Location is at Arlington Central Library, 1015 North Quincy Street, right here in Arlington, and that's happening in the auditorium. No special equipment is needed, but you should wear comfortable clothing. Then,
Well, Craig, there's something else that's pretty scary, not only for seniors, but for almost everyone else. Credit card fraud. Once again, the Arlington Central Library comes to the rescue with a presentation about credit card agencies, why and how to freeze your credit, and much more. It's a joint session from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau and the Federal Trade Commission, and will all take place, Craig, on Thursday, November the 2nd from 7 to 8:30 p.m. Once again, that's in the auditorium, the Arlington Central Library, 1015 North Quincy Street in Arlington, Virginia. Registration is required, and for more information, call Julia Carell. That's at 703-228-5993.
and also in our News for Seniors segment on Friday, November 3, Culpeper Garden Book Club will present a discussion of the book Still Alice. For those who think the title seems harmless, the actual story is about a woman experiencing the effects of early onset Alzheimer's. It has been described as a heartbreaking, inspiring, and terrifying book. In 2014, it was made into an Oscar-winning movie. The discussion will run from 12 noon to 1 p.m., once again at the Central Library, 1015 North Quincy Street, and that one is taking place in the small meeting room. Daniel.
And let's finish senior stories with a happy thought, planning a smooth transition to life in a senior living community. One thing that helps is the involvement of the entire family. Wendy Dement from Sunrise Bluemont Park will be on hand to offer tips and suggestions for ensuring that all your wishes really are observed. The event will be held on Tuesday, October the 31st from 1 to 2 p.m. That's at the Lee Community and Senior Center and Park. That's located at 5722 Lee Highway, Arlington, Virginia. Any more information, just call Adriana Carr. That's at 703-228-0555.
Well, do you have any plans for your retirement?
Just trying to avoid a stick for my heart. You again.
I wound up going in a circle.
All right, let's try something else. Go that way. Do you see that clearing over there?
That's funny. I never noticed that before.
Go that way.
It looks like a cheesy graphic to me.
No. It's the house with the magic doorway.
Huh?
The doorway just looks like it goes inside the house, but actually it will take you back into the woods.
It looks like one of those houses from a fairy tale.
Sure, a magical house.
Except there's some kind of a witch in there.
A witch? Don't be ridiculous. It's the magic doorway out of the woods.
Are you sure?
Have I ever lied to you?
Have a happy Halloween. We will eat some and we will treat some. Have a happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, Arlington. Everybody in Arlington, happy Halloween. Well, this year I am going to be prepared. Normally when I trick or treat, I take a pumpkin, about this size. But this year, I'm prepared. No more of these small pumpkins for me. Here we go. Are you ready? Ha ha! This year it's the giant pumpkin for me, the great pumpkin. Now you might have noticed that Craig has changed quite a bit. He has changed into my friend Richard. Richard, it is so great to have you here with me tonight. Now, did you know, Richard, that the first penny candy, wrapped candy, do you know what it is?
An M&M.
That's a good guess, but it was actually the Tootsie Roll. Now, here's some more trivia I'm going to lay on you, Richard. Can you guess what everybody's favorite treat is for Halloween?
No.
It's Snickers. So when kids come to your door, they want a Snickers. They don't want a toothbrush or a pencil or pennies. That will get you egged, Richard. So, well, tonight, guys, this is something that's going to be really, really fun. I have a complete Halloween meal for your kids. They're going to love it. All right. From start to finish, we're going to have, Richard, we're going to start with dinner first. It's going to be ooey, gooey, and scary. So, we're going to take a hot dog, any kind of hot dog that you like, and a bun. And it's nice and messy, so kids will love it. So you're going to grab your hot dog. Richard, find your hot dog and your bun. And just put your hot dog in your bun. Take your ketchup packet that I did not take from a fast food restaurant. And you're going to make a scary finger. So make the top nice and bloody. And you're going to draw some lines so it looks like the lines of your finger. There we go. And then make the bottom nice and bloody as well. And then for your fingernail, which is very clever, we're going to take a sunflower seed and put it at the top, just like that. And we have the bloody finger. Can everybody see that? Now this time, Richard, this is going to be delicious. We're going to make an owl. Are you ready? A scary, spooky owl for dessert. Very easy. And the best part of this, I found most of the ingredients at the dollar store. So it's very cheap, moms. And the kids are going to love it, and they can make it right along with you. So most important, you're either going to make or buy a big cookie. Yum. And then take chocolate icing. Okay, Richard, follow along. You're going to take your chocolate icing and you're going to put it all on your cookie, just like so. Very simple. Okay? And then you're going to take, these are peach rings. And I found these also at the dollar store. They're candied peach rings. Ta-da, just like this, candied peach rings. And they go right here. Those are your eyes. Can you see that, Richard? Those are your eyes. And then to make the inside of your eyes, now this I did find a little strange. They said to put Tic Tacs in the eyes. I guess it's like a little breath mint afterwards, after you finish eating your hot dogs and your cookies. So the Tic Tac goes inside the eyes, like so. Can you see that? So now he's got a pupil. There we go. And then to make his eyebrows, which I think is the worst candy of all, black licorice. Blech. So I was just following the recipe for the black licorice and the eyebrows. So you stick the black licorice on top, kind of got a Groucho Marx thing going on there. That's his eyebrows. There we go. And then for his nose, we take some candy corn. And there's his little nose. Now, of course, an owl has to have feathers. So, kids love sprinkles. So you take chocolate jimmies And you just put that all over your chocolate icing, like so. Now, last but not least, he has to have some feet. So, you're gonna take your seeds here, your sesame seeds, and they go at the bottom to give him his little claws, his little feet, because he's got to have somewhere to perch his little feet so he can sit on the trees and go, hoo, hoo. Who is ready for Halloween? Who is looking for me? Okay, here's mine. Now, Richard, hold yours up. Why does he have so many feet, Richard?
He's a mutant owl.
That's okay, Richard. You can have a Snickers anyways, don't you think, kids? Yeah. I think so. Have a happy Halloween. Yeah. We will treat some, we will eat some. Have a happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, Arlington.
Well, I didn't get out of the woods, but at least I got back alive. I guess the thing is just to keep calm and be careful. I'm sure everything will come out all right.